Almost at the weekend. It's a Thirsty Thursday on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Good morning. Good to see you, and welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. You can see the chimney at the top of the beach house. The smoke coming out of our beach house chimney is... it's black. We don't have a new beach bunker king. You're stuck with me again. Oh, they're choosing a pope. Everyone's watching the chimney, the most watched chimney in the world. Conclave is on. Exciting stuff, I'll tell you. Have you seen Conclave yet? The streaming movie? It's available on Amazon Prime right now. It's actually pretty good. I'm more interested in what they're eating, and we'll tell you what they're eating and some of the interesting things that are happening with the Conclave. They can't really talk to anybody. They're kind of sworn to secrecy, you know. There's a lot going on there. Anyway, we'll talk a bit about Conclave. Weight Watchers makes it official. They've declared bankruptcy. I think we all know what caused that. Boom. Little stabs. Also, we're going to talk cookies today because the results are in. I told you Wednesday or Thursday we'd have the results, and they came in yesterday, and exciting stuff here in our little town, Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. We have sold more Smile cookies here in this city than any other city in the country. Brandon, Manitoba now lays claim to the top store, Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Rhonda will pop on the show a little bit later this morning to tell us how that all happened, because the grand total for our city was like $130,000. And we are like at best 60,000 people. So a cookie for each hand for every citizen of the entire city. How does this happen exactly? The top store on Victoria Avenue, $87,000. Now, all the Smile cookies sold right across Canada last week at Tim Hortons locations across the country, it all went to charity. And locally in Brandon, Smile Zone at the Brandon Clinic is going to happen. And we're happy to be a part of that. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well this morning. Also, we're going to talk about wind and fire. I've got a new map to show you. And this is a map that I'm not really excited about showing you, but it is kind of where we're at right now. And it is the fire ban map. And this is where you're not supposed to be having fires, guys. No fires. Now, there's a lot of questions with this. Can I have a barbecue? Can I have a controlled pit? Well, I've got a crate on my fire pit. I can use that. You know what? If there's an open flame, that isn't propane, you should not be lighting the fire. It is so dry. And we're going to have winds in the forecast again today. We still have that super hot weather on the menu for you in the coming days, way above normal. Temperatures in the 30s. July weather is coming. And again, I don't need to tell you that it is dangerous regarding any kind of fire you might have. So that's a look at the burn ban map across our area. And you can see the different municipalities that are highlighted in red. The ones that are in red are the ones where you should not be having a fire at this time. And they keep adding to it. We started out with a list of the different RMs that were not allowing fires, and it kept growing so fast and they keep adding them every day or two, that now we're just going to show you this map. So it unfortunately does not bode well for those that are planning on camping or have long weekend plans that include a bonfire. But small propane barbecue, perhaps something worth checking into. If you want to check at the Government of Manitoba website, just Google Government of Manitoba fire ban, and you'll get all the rules and regulations there. We're at 4 degrees, beautiful sunshine on this Thursday morning, and we're in for a really nice day today, except for the stupid wind. Can we knock it off with the wind now? This is ridiculous. We're going to have wind gusts to 60 kilometers an hour. Humidex will make it feel like closer to 30 today. Winds will calm down to 50 kilometers an hour tonight. Good Lord. And windy again on Friday, high of 20. And then the 30s come for the weekend. Saturday, sunny, 26. Sunday, sunny and 31 for Mother's Day. Mom is gonna bake. I can't believe there is any snow left on this snow map. Ontario's just about snow-free. Quebec will be the last to go. Then it's just mountain snow, bottom right of your screen there. But you can see 31 planned for Mother's Day. It is going to be hot. Wow. But these winds are not good. And thus the fire ban, because of the dryness and with these gusty winds, it's just insane. It is something else. Okay, let's welcome aboard our Sunseekers as we get going on this Thursday morning, one step closer to the weekend. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're on most social platforms for the first hour of the show, and then we will move to Twitch exclusively for hour 2 of the show. If a pope is crowned, in the meantime, we will cut away. We will go live to the Sistine Chapel to our Tyler Glen Show religious reporter who is on the scene, camped out at the Sistine Chapel, waiting for news to arrive. Doesn't it seem like everybody's talking about that these days? It's a lot better than the alternative, I guess. I love that chimney. Somebody should sell advertising on that chimney. Advertise here. Call 1-800-HOT-CHIMNEY. Do not touch. What's the color smoke? White smoke means that there's a new pope. Black smoke means that they voted, but they haven't picked a pope yet. And green smoke means send pizza in and Doritos. They're sequestered. They're not allowed to leave. They got to stay in the system. So if you see green smoke, get the Doritos. Get the pizza. There's green smoke coming out of the chimney. No, there's never green smoke. Let's check out chat, shall we? Pebbles, good morning. Pebbles is ready for the weekend. It's only Thursday. Calm down. We're just about there. We're almost at the finish line. Road Reverend also joining us on Twitch this morning, along with Polar Bear and Cindy. Good morning. Tracy Roger is here this morning on Twitch. Hi, Tracy. Cassandra Ray is here on Twitch. Hi, Cass. Nice to see you. Good morning. Nice sunshine emoji there. To go along with our sunshine, Jody is joining us on Facebook along with Angela Damaris. Happy Thursday. Also, Janine is here with coffee emoji and sunshine in hand, ready to rock and roll. Zumba Bernice is here this morning as well. Good morning, Zumba Bernice. Good morning, Richard, who's over on Facebook. How about those Jets last night, says Pebbles? They were good. Just not good enough. They were good. They almost had it. It was nice to see Scheifele back in the lineup. I thought, he's back. This is it. They're going to do it. They'll get it up 1-0, and that did not happen. The Jets, unfortunately, while they did play well, they did not play well enough to beat the Dallas Stars in the first game of their best-of-7 second-round series in the NHL playoffs. They lost 3-2 last night. If you're one of the 2 people in Manitoba that didn't see the game, Manitoba there was nothing going on last night. Everybody was tucked into their living room under a nice cozy blanket with a whole bunch of snacks and the hockey on TV. That's okay. They're going to play again on Friday at 8:30, Friday night game. Again, nothing's getting done. And then on Mother's Day, sorry, moms, the Jets play the Stars Mother's Day at 3:30. Your hockey update for Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba, where they've got the giant outdoor tent sale on now at the Canada Inn's parking lot until Sunday. Up to $8,000 off your new Jacuzzi Hot Tub. Wouldn't that look beautiful in the backyard? Oh, you'd be watching the hockey games, flat screen TV, bubbles bubbling away, you soaking those achy bones in your Jacuzzi Hot Tub. Better than bank financing and up to $8,000 off your Jacuzzi Hot Tub. Go and see the Creasy Boys, and you can see them in either Brandon or Winnipeg if you're lurking in from the city, and we do have a few people watching and listening in Winnipeg. You can find Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba online, but most importantly at their tent sale till Sunday at the Canada Inn's parking lot in Brandon. That's next to the Keystone Center. Almost. I think this is going to be a much more entertaining series than the previous series. Somebody was saying to me yesterday that there is a real strong possibility that we are going to we could see an all-Canadian matchup in the Stanley Cup Final. And, it was Charles Barkley. Remember on this show, he said the basketball player, not like the best sports handicapper in the world, but you know what? It was interesting nonetheless. He picked the Maple Leafs and the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final. All Canadian. The country would come unglued. It would be best if it was the Jets. Let's be honest. We want the Jets in the final. But still, that's a good silver medal right there. I mean, still nothing's getting done because the country would go crazy. Nick is joining us on Facebook. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Nick. Cindy is excited about the Leafs. Are they still playing? Cindy's the Leafs fan. Yes, Cindy. Borrowed Bean, good morning. Molly is here this morning as well on Twitch, and so is Quentin. Borrowed Bean says, my hubby is a volunteer firefighter. Please listen to the burn bans. That is excellent advice. Derek says, right, wind can F off. Yes, the wind is just bad. Not fun at all. Keeps the bugs away, but can't even really barbecue when it's 60-kilometer-an-hour winds. You put your little sausage on the grill, ends up in the neighbor's barbecue. Patricia is here on Facebook. Hi, Patricia. Quentin reminds us that the longest conclave ever went 1,000 days. Can you imagine being sequestered 1,000? That's like 3 years with the same people in the same place over and over. 3 years. Insane. We are going to move over to yesterday's good thing as we continue to say good morning to folks arriving to say hello to the show. Nice of you to be here. Nick says, I'm pretty surprised to see that the Leafs are up 2-0 against Florida, and this is coming from a Leafs fan. Well, an all-Canadian Stanley Cup matchup would be friggin' awesome, that I have to say. And then, of course, it turns to the discussion of the last time a Canadian team won, and I think it was 93, maybe Montreal. I mean, come on, we've got people that are of legal age with jobs and families and kids that have not seen a Stanley Cup come to Canada. I mean, that would be pretty outstanding. KDD 4380, good morning. Welcome aboard. We are moving into yesterday's good thing. This is a part of the show where we talk about something awesome that happened yesterday. And it could be big, could be small. Obviously, it goes without saying, the news involving Smile Cookies is definitely a good thing. Not only did Brandon have the top store in all of Canada, but I have to tell, and Brandon alone raised almost $130,000. But Dauphin, a lot of people wanted to know about Dauphin. Dauphin last year was the top store. They came in third. Almost $58,000 in Dauphin raised. Second in Saskatchewan was Moosomin at $31,600. And I believe that the Saskatchewan government may be matching that. So that is going to be a nice, hefty amount for Moosomin. Way to go, Moosomin and our friends to the west in Saskatchewan. In Virden, they were sixth in Manitoba, $24,600. And Neepawa, can't forget about you. Way to go, Neepawa, $13,066 in cookie sales. So congratulations to all the locations right across the country for a job well done with the Smile Cookie campaign. And a special congratulations to those stores in our area that were cracking the top 10s in their respective jurisdictions. Biggest of all is, of course, Brandon. At $130K top store, like $80,000. That's a lot of cookies to eat, guys. A lot of cookies to bake. A lot of cookies to eat. And job well done. We'll talk Smile Zone and more on that coming up later on in the show. Other good things. Let's see what you've got going on here. This is good. They're coming. And here comes Nick, says income tax refund came in. Whoa, yeah. Got the winner's bell on that one. Nicely done. Gage saved his Christmas money and birthday money and bribe money. Dad, I'll only do this if you give me $10 money. And he got a scooter. And it came in yesterday. And it goes 30 kilometers an hour. And, of course, like any good dad would, Quentin made sure it was safe for Gage to enjoy. So he took it for a test drive and drove to Virden and back. And it took a little while, but he did it. And, boy, that's a test drive. No, he says super fun and proud of him for saving up. Yeah, way to go. Way to go, Gage. 30 kilometers an hour. That's not bad. That's pretty fast. I was out for a walk with Dizzy last night, and I saw in our neighborhood some kid was driving a flying saucer. It was it literally is a flying saucer close to the ground. It's got a wheel on it. It's a motorized thing, and he was whipping. Dad was on the bike, and he was behind him. And I bet you that goes at a clip, too. All these things the kids can have. Never had that when I was a kid. I had a bike with baseball cards in the spokes. Remember that? You'd take a clothespin and you'd put it on your baseball card, and it would make it like you had a motorbike. Look at me. I'm riding a motorbike. No, you're not. You're on some $80 special from Canadian Tire, and it's pink because it couldn't come in another color. And no, it's not a Harley. What's wrong with you? But in my mind, it was a Harley. Yesterday's good thing. Nick says last Canadian team to win the Cup, Montreal 93. Last All-Canadian Cup final. Oh, my God. Was 1989? Oh, my God. I was in high school. We were talking about the 80s yesterday and how that was the greatest decade. See, another thing we could add to that. In that we had our all-Canadian matchup in 1989. And I remember I had friends who cheered for either team, and we took that stuff for granted. Oh, another Stanley Cup final, more Canadian teams. Little would we know the expansion would take hold, and there'd be so many American teams with Canadian players, and we would never see the Cup again. Good morning, Ryan. Ryan is in the house on Facebook. Nice to see you. We're doing yesterday's good thing. Cindy says she got the best news. Michelle and Tanner announced that they're expecting in October another beach bunker baby. Yeah! Woo! I'm going to be a first grandchild. Keeping that a secret for a while. Are we supposed to keep that a secret? Or is that a secret? Okay, that's a secret. Okay? Guys, top secret. Michelle and Tanner are adopting Dry January for the rest of the year. Shh. That is fantastic, Cindy. I'm so excited for you. Yay. How many bells can I ring? That is so exciting. Man, beach bunker babies. We've got Rhonda's Taylor is having a baby. Cindy's, Michelle and Tanner are having a baby. Dana's having a baby. Everyone's having babies. Oh, boy. Is this post-COVID? Post-COVID babies? We were locked up for a while. There wasn't much to do. Speaking of being sequestered, Bobby is here on Facebook. Good morning, Bobby. Loretta's here, too. Good morning, Loretta. We're doing yesterday's good thing. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here if you're looking for that last-minute gift idea for Mom. Do you need some flowers? Do you need some chocolates? Would you like something sweet? My mom loves jujubes. Multicolored, fruity jujubes. They've got the candies for Mom. They've got the snacks. Maybe you're going to cook Mom breakfast in bed. Going to get some bacon and eggs and some toast, and you're going to do it up in the kitchen. Co-ops of Westman would love to help you. Of course, they are super local. They are proudly Canadian. They are proudly Manitoban, and they reinvest their profits back into the community. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here with your local co-op. Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Hamiota Co-op. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC at 1500 Richmond Avenue, Westman's #1 EV dealership. Mom is always on the cutting edge of all technology, and EVs are cutting-edge technology. Mom will seldom have to visit a mechanic because EVs have fewer moving parts in them. Mom will have fewer stops at the gas pump. That's going to save Mom a lot of money in the long run. And, of course, it's good for the environment, and Mom is super conscious about that, too. So if you're looking to make the switch to an EV, go see my friends at Westman's #1 EV dealership, Murray GM in Brandon, 1500 Richmond Avenue. And how about this for a present? How about a clean car for Mom? Doesn't get any better than that. Auto Fashion can take care of that for you. At the very least, can you please let Mom know if she gets some scratches or dings or some hail damage that Auto Fashion is MPI accredited? They do SGI work, too, for our friends in Saskatchewan that are lurking in. Auto Fashion elevates Mom's ride. Showroom shine. They've got you covered with paintless dent repair, interior and exterior detailing. If Mom loves her car, you owe it to yourself to check out their website, autofashion.ca. Do it for Mom. Oh, if you got your mom a clean car, she would love you. She'd love you even more. Molly's GT, I got to play some Dead by Daylight. And another big bike ride yesterday. That's fantastic. And Pebbles, she was telling us about her new hoodie and had some steak for lunch. And she would like to have me show you Tosh in her new picture. But you forgot to, or in her new sweater. You forgot to reverse it, though. Otherwise, it's Anibanoy Namidabina Sasak Kajalalaj Kaj. You have to do the whole edit reverse. Very nice. There she is. She is a student ready to graduate. That's fantastic. Way to go. Cindy says the secret is out. Lots of congratulations for Cindy on the pregnancy. Rhonda is here on Facebook and will be joining the show shortly. Good morning to you, Rhonda. We'll see you soon. Another pierogi pincher says, that's a nice little nickname for a grandbaby. Oh, it's a pierogi pincher. We got to get shirts made. Get shirts made, pierogi pincher shirts. Tiny, the littlest pierogi. Oh, congratulations coming in from Yellow Jacket and Pebbles and Sumba Bernice. Oh, this is exciting. They posted it on Facebook yesterday, so I'm officially allowed to tell everyone, she said. Okay, the secret is out. So many babies. This is exciting. Exciting times. See, I told you 2025 was going to be a good year. We're turning around. We're going to turn the corner. I think we're going to come back in the fall. What we need right now is we need some rest and relaxation for summer. We need to regroup and then come back in the fall, and we're going to tear it up. I can feel it. We're going to tear it up this fall. We're going to come to a roaring end at the end of the year. It's going to be fantastic. We're still coming through a bit of the mess right now, but I think the back half of the year, watch, we are going to take off. And then 26, oh my gosh, big things. Yesterday's good thing, and my little guy Dizzy ate an entire pork chop by himself. Little Dizzy's not doing too good. And my awesome neighbor saw us out walking to the post office and brought over one of those little doggy strollers. They're so awesome. I love my neighbors. We noticed that you're walking with Dizzy, and they knew that he's sick and won't be with us likely for the entire summer. And so they brought this little stroller over. I've never seen anything like that. I didn't know they made doggy strollers. But their doggy had a broken leg, and so they had bought this, and they're letting us use it. So I can still take Dizzy for long walks, even though he's not feeling good. And he can sit there and go for a ride and still sniff. Going to have a hard time sniffing other dogs, but that's okay. He'll be in the little stroller. Now, what is it with these dogs? They got to sniff everything. And it's fine if you're going to be sniffing weird things, but other dogs pee and poop, I just never get. Imagine if humans were like that. Oh, there's Molly. There's Cindy. Oh, there's Road Reverend. That's Road Reverend. Dogs are funny. But they sure like to eat. So anyway, he ate a pork chop with me, so that was a good thing. I was really happy, and you could see it in his eyes. He's just like, Dad, thanks for the pork chop. I'm like, dude, listen, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. So good appetite still, and so he's doing good. Thanks to those that have reached out asking. There's your Dizzy update. It was a good thing, and you know what? We're going to go to the beach. We've got a beach break planned for you. And then we're going to come back, talk a little bit of Smile Cookies, talk a little bit about the Pope, about the process involved. What do they eat? And did you know that there's one of these guys that's in the running for the Pope? He's got the coolest name, Bishop Pizzaballa. I just like saying it. Bishop Pizzaballa. Come on in, Mr. Pizzaballa. Guess what country he's from? You only get 3 guesses. Pizzaballa. Bring in the pizza for Bishop Pizzaballa. Anyway, we'll talk more about that coming up. And, of course, we'll check in with Rhonda and talk cookies and Smile Zone. First, we're going to go to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in the Dominican Republic. Oh, hey, who's up for some pool time? Pool time. Beach break. Back with more in just a bit.
Sunseekers. Good morning, 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 sun. Good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Oh, oh. Good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Oh, good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers. Oh, good morning, Sunseekers. Oh, good morning, Sunseekers. Good morning, Sunseekers.
Oh, one step closer to the weekend. Good morning, Sunseekers. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino live shot of the pool and beach. in Punta Cana, DR, and we've got Punta Cana weather headed your way. It is a beautiful morning here, 6 degrees, and it's going to be windy. That's the only drawback to this incredible weather that we're having is this stupid wind. 60-kilometer-an-hour winds, which are never good. It's hard to even get the barbecue lit when you've got winds at 60 kilometers an hour. Not fun at all. Oh, our Austin cam went down. We got to put the beach ball on that one. But you can see the sun is shining. We're at 6 degrees. Now, the good news is that our forecast still holds. It is still going to be very, very warm for the weekend. Temperatures up around 30 degrees for the weekend. We're going to see a high of 27 in the sunshine today, 20 on Friday, 26 on Saturday, 31 on Sunday. And next week, actually, it's gonna be a little bit better next week. If the hot weather does not sit well with you, we will have some cooler temperatures around Wednesday, back to 20 degrees. By the way, our normal for this time of year is 17. So having 31 for Mother's Day, that is pretty intense. That is pretty intense. There's a look at your forecast. And, I can see Rhonda there. We got a connection. It's looking good. I'm just going to pull her up, and we are going to have a chat with our friend Rhonda Party over at Tim Hortons. Good morning, Rhonda.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. You're coming in loud and clear. This is fantastic. Congratulations on
Thank you.
being Canada's number one. Way to go. Yay!
Number one. We're beyond excited.
So tell us, how is this? Rhonda, there's like 60,000 people in Brandon. And I mean,
know.
The whole city, the grand total was close to $130,000.
I know.
That's
it's
a lot of cookies.
Amazing. You know what? They say it takes a village, and we prove that. I mean, Doffin's done it in the past, and they had another spectacular year. We have 3 stores in West Van in the top 12 stores in all of Canada for Smile Cookie. Moosomin was number 12. So it's just amazing how our communities come together. We had incredible corporate sponsors that came on this year. Murray Chevols for they've been in multiple years. Guild Insurance. I phoned Jared Jacobson. He said yes without a second thought. So Jacobson and Greiner were there. Brand new to us this year, Christie's Office Plus, Canadian Tire. Myers, Norris, and Penny came on. And you know what? At the last minute, Brian Cottam, who is on the BACF Foundation, him and his family came on as a major sponsor for us this year when they found out what we were doing and our charities being Brandon Area Community Foundation and Smile Zone, putting a brand new Smile Zone in the Brandon Clinic. Between that and all of the people that would put in pre-orders, and every one of those customers who came into the store and bought even one cookie, it made such a difference. It's amazing. Like $129,486 worth of cookies this year in Brandon.
And when you have these sponsors, I mean, these are some big employers in Brandon, and they've got big staff. And so this really, really kind of puts you over the top. This is absolutely fantastic.
And you know what? Not only do those people just give us money that we're buying cookies, and people are dropping them off at schools, and they're going to the fire department, and they're going to Helping Hands, and we've got cookies going all over this city this year. And but they send employees who came and they decorated cookies for us. We had volunteers from our community came out and decorated, because you can't make these cookies. Like, our staff are tired.
Oh, I bet.
They had a hard week. We made cookies from daylight till dark. So, but having all of those volunteers show up, and not just in Brandon, it was all of our West Van stores, just blew the lid off this year.
Well, and I'm sure you'll get a congratulations from corporate, but I think you don't get congratulated enough, quite honestly. You and Greg and Brad and Taylor and the entire group. I mean, there's got to be an awful lot of coordination that goes into this, because I mean, you guys have 10 stores, and to be as successful as you are, and get these cookies out and fresh and delicious and decorated properly, even though you've got dignitaries and celebrities and so-called celebrities trying to, decorate these and make them look good. It's a lot of coordination, a lot of work. So well done.
It's a lot of work. And quite honestly, we are so happy to have their kind words, but we're so proud of our teams. Each of our managers and the teams that each store has are just incredible. They take this on, they're decorating the stores, they're suggestive selling it and drive through. They're making them last minute for the person that comes in and said, okay, I'll take 10 dozen. And there's just a scramble in the kitchen, or, it goes beyond that. We had someone come in and order 80 dozen.
Whoa.
And they wanted them for the next morning. So our managers got on the phone and they split them between the stores. We had 3 stores coming up with 80 dozen on top of all of our other orders last minute. And they did it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Lots of congratulations in chat. Way to go. Woohoo.
Thank you.
Woot, woot. Congratulations. Way to go, Brandon. Way to go, Dauphin. And folks saying good morning to our friend Rhonda. And now let's talk about Smile Zone. Now, you're on the board of Smile Zone, right, Rhonda?
I am on the Smile Zone. It's very close to my heart. There is one in the Brandon Hospital that's where I was introduced to it. A family came back to Brandon whose parents had been in Brandon for 30 years in the health field, and they did a Smile Zone in one small area of the hospital. I ended up doing one in memory of Craig in Newfoundland in the hospital, and then we did one through our Smile Cookie promotion in Dauphin. And this year we chose Brandon Clinic. And, everybody's been in there and walks through the doors, and it's hospital beige, and it's kind of tired, and it's not a very fun place to have to go when you're dealing with some medical issues. So we're making it fun, and we're doing the whole entrance. The Brandon Clinic is expanding down the left wing beside the drugstore there, the pharmacy. So we are taking all of that entranceway and the wing, and we are going to make it fun and refresh it and make it a happy place to go if you have to go there.
And this is something that was also done in Dauphin, right? Because we were up there last year. That was so exciting. I was so happy.
And, the feedback we've gotten from there is it isn't the patients that it's changing. When you're taking your child there to get blood work, if they can be a little calmer and maybe a little happier when they go in, it's better. The people that are working there, it's a better atmosphere. It just affects families in a positive way. And we're excited to do it again in Brandon now. We're going to have a grand opening on June 18th. So the clinic is getting their refresh late May, early June. It'll all be done for people, so not too far around the corner.
June the 18th. And I am hoping we can make this happen so that you and I could be sitting side by side in person doing the show that day. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a very, very tiny part of this. And a kudos to the 18th Street staff. I've been doing this quite a few years, the Smile Cookie. And, the staff this year, they gave me super hot icing bags. And it turned me into a machine. I was just like, that's all you got? That's all you got? I could decorate more. It's like that's the key, a super hot icing bag. And I was going crazy. It was pretty awesome.
We're learning all the tricks as we get better.
And again, congratulations to all those stores. Going to flash this on your screen one more time as I thank Rhonda for being here. And thank you to all those who bought cookies and helped support the cause.
Absolutely. It was a delicious way to make a difference, and everybody showed up. So we couldn't be more grateful.
Awesome. And I see that my buddy Ryan Reynolds is doing some stuff for you now. What do you think of that? Wow.
We have new breakfast boxes. People got to try them. They are yummy.
And, if I get another person saying, Tyler, I hear you've got a breakfast box. I said, no, it's Ryan Reynolds. I know we look almost identical, and I have played him in a stunt double capacity from time to time. But no, it's Ryan. It's all Ryan's. Thank you, Rhonda.
Have a good day, everybody.
Great to see you. Say hi to everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
There she goes. There goes Rhonda Party of Tim Hortons, Westman, and, of course, board member of the Smile Zone. That's going to be so much fun. And they've got a lot of dignitaries on the Smile Zone board, NHL hockey players, members of the media. And, okay, I don't like all the laughing about me and Ryan Reynolds being body double. Can you not tell? I should pull up a picture of Ryan. Yeah, they've got this new Ryan Reynolds breakfast product. Check it out at one of the 10 area Tim Hortons locations, Moosomin, Dauphin, Virden, Neepawa. And, of course, the top location for cookie sales in all of Canada, right here in Brandon. So June 18th, the date is set. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's do it. And these Smile Zones, man, I was showing you pictures of them as Rhonda was talking. These are of the various projects. They do them right across the country and in the United States as well. But look at the work they do. They just take these boring, mundane, kind of scary medical facilities. Look at this one. This is it might even be a surgical room that's got like cartoon characters on the walls. This is fantastic. I love it. And that is in the Brandon region where your Smile Cookie purchase was going to help make that happen. So Sydney says, who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds? He's okay. He's all right. Just wish people would quit calling me Ryan. It's Tyler. It's not Ryan. It's Tyler. Anyway, and here's the thing with I found this interesting while we're on the topic of cookies. It is going to get super hot. It's going to get we're going to get into the 30-degree range. Now, the best way to avoid heat in the kitchen while you've got a craving for cookies is to go and buy some cookies pre-made. But what if you're one of these people that likes to cook cookies? You like to bake cookies. Is it possible to bake cookies without an oven? It actually is. I had no idea. So if you're a cookie monster and you are thinking, well, I wanted to bake some cookies for Mom this weekend, you can bake it without an oven, apparently. I did not know this, but you can cook them in the air fryer. Have you ever done that? Have you ever cooked cookies in the air fryer? We've talked about the air fryer lots on this show for a various number of projects, but cookies? You can cook cookies on a stovetop, in a waffle iron, in the microwave, and even an Instant Pot. Who knew? The easiest method to bake cookies is in the microwave. Ugh. Why does that sound awful? Have you ever tried microwaving cookies? I don't know about that. I think that I'd go to the store and just buy your cookies. But I've got the instructions on how you can bake cookies in the microwave and the air fryer. I'm going to post this on my website at tylerglenshow.com. In case, it's interesting. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know that you could do cookies in the microwave. Blessed Mom says, I love it. Just making things a little less scary for kids. Such an amazing thing. Absolutely. Isn't that great? Oh, man, what a great morning. That is fantastic. What a way to start the day. Next up on the show, the conclave. Maybe you have been watching the news lately. Maybe it has popped up into your feed. Everybody is watching to see what color smoke comes out of the chimney. Now, they have gathered in the Sistine Chapel. They got to pick a new pope because the old guy passed away. And the cardinals are locked inside. It started yesterday where they all piled in. And if you haven't seen the movie Conclave, it's pretty good. Amazon Prime has got it. And actually, the bishops or the cardinals they've been watching the movie. A lot of them hadn't seen it and have been watching Conclave in advance of the Conclave, which in itself I find kind of interesting. Anyhow, they're in the Sistine Chapel at the Vatican, and they're locked inside. They can't leave or communicate with the outside world until they make a decision. And as Quentin had mentioned earlier, the longest one was 1,000 days, 3 years in the Sistine Chapel. They bring food in. They have rooms that they, like little hotel rooms that they stay in. And they are not allowed to leave the property. You have to stay there until the job is done, until you have picked a successor. And they vote in secret. A 2/3 majority is needed to elect a new pope. And when the pope is chosen, white smoke rises from the chapel chimney to signal the world. And there are only 5 rules, but they're pretty strict. Rule 1, no outside contact. No phones, no internet, no letters. It's kind of like if you'd ever had, do you ever do jury duty? Have you ever been on jury duty? Have you ever had to be sequestered? I think that when you're I've never done it, but when you're sequestered and you're in the hotel room, they can give you movies to watch, but you can't have regular TV because there might be a news story about the case that you're trying. Have a great day, Bobby. Old Chickie's here. Hi, Old Chickie. This sounds like a Big Brother who's going to be HOH for the week. That's a great idea. Can you imagine? Tonight on Big Brother, Cardinal Frank is pissing off Cardinal Lance. Is he getting under his skin or just under his robe? Oh, no! What's happening in the kitchen between Cardinal Pizza Pop and Cardinal Linguini? Is it a little hot in the kitchen for these two? Oh, and who will be the next head of household? Find out tonight on Big Brother Conclave. That's a great idea. I'd watch it. But I'm thinking that it would be a lot of, "Hoi, how are you today? Can you please pass the shreddies now? Is there any milk left in the kitchen? I would like to have some milk on my shreddies." It might not make for good reality TV, but it's a good idea. And the HOH for the week gets a swimming pool and dancing girls, but you can't talk to them. Cindy says maybe a mix of Big Brother and Survivor. Make them work. And Naked and Afraid. Okay, robe? Okay, now. Okay, Cardinal Pizza Pop, you have no clothes on, plus you're not HOH anymore. I am naked. I'd like my clothes back, please. What other reality shows? Plus, the Vatican's Got Talent. Here comes Cardinal Pizza Pop singing his #1 hit, Jesus Loves Me. Jesus loves me, yes, I know. It's the same note over and over again. Oh, go back to head of household. Okay, so rule 1, no outside contact. Rule 2, strict secrecy. Everything discussed or voted on must stay confidential. Even after the conclave ends, you can't talk about it. Oh, my God, Cardinal Bruce, he would fart all the time. You're not supposed to talk about Cardinal Bruce's flatulence. That's against the rules. That's against the rules. And with Cardinal flatulence, because they're in robes, it just goes, oh, and there's like a poof. You can, I can see. You can not only hear it, smell it, but you can see it. The robe goes up. Like curtains that are opening. Cardinal Bruce has got gas. Okay, so no outside contact. Strict secrecy. You guys are giving me kudos. It only works when you guys interact. I can feed off you. I appreciate you giving me stuff. This is good. Holy farts, Batman. So no outside contact, strict secrecy, no campaigning. And there's only 5 rules, and we're at 3. So no campaigning. Cardinals aren't allowed to promote themselves or others for Pope. which is good because we've kind of had enough of that, right? My name is Pope Orange Man. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest cardinal ever. Let me tell you, it'll be like nothing you've ever seen before. It'll be the greatest. We will raise everybody from the dead. We will have zombies walking the earth. It'll be the greatest. It'll be amazing. Zombieland, vote for me. Pope Orange Man. Thank God there's no campaigning. This is meant to be a spiritual, not a political decision. Rule number 4, they vote daily. So if you thought voting in the recent election was a chore, imagine that is your job day after day after day, possibly for up to 3 years. Daily voting, they vote up to 4 times a day until someone gets 2/3 of the votes. And finally, at number 5, oh my God, they're not even allowed to go outside. Oh, can you imagine 3 years? I'd go nuts. I'd be like, I don't care. I don't care. Do you want this job? Who wants this job? Can we start talking now? Hi, my name's Cardinal Tyler, and is anybody else sick of this? I want to go home. It's been 3 years. What's wrong with you people? Make a decision. Oh my gosh, you in the court. You're the waiter? Okay, well, it's your job then. I know you're the waiter and you aren't in the running, but you're the Pope. Let's go. Because I want to get out of here. I want to go home. They eat, sleep, pray, and vote all inside the Vatican until a new Pope is chosen. No leaving for any reason. So they're essentially hostages right now. They are hostages in the Vatican. So no wonder the world media is fixated on this picture. If you watch any news, if you watch anything online, this is what you're seeing. The world's most famous chimney. They should, what's that campsite hack where you take a garden hose? Isn't it like a chunk of green garden hose and you throw it on the campfire? And it's like the smoke turns multicolored? That'd freak everybody out, hey? Little chunk of garden hose, throw it in there. Oh, it's multicolored. What's going on? What's happening here? Yeah, and no advertising. It's one of the few places on earth where you're not going to see advertising. And why not? Look at that open space on the top of the Sistine Chapel there where this little chimney is. I mean, there's so many different sponsors you could get on board. I mean, Bradley Smokers jumps to mind, you know. As you watch the smoke, remember, when you smoke your food, Bradley Smokers. Ecotech smoke alarms. Make sure that you check your smoke alarm so the next time you see smoke, it's not going to be an emergency because you've been alerted because of your Ecotech smoke alarm. Check your smoke alarm's batteries today. There could be a lot of great sponsors here. Not to mention Home Depot. How's your chimney working? Go and see the crew at Home Depot and get yourself a new chimney. And lastly, Tony's Pot Shop. This shot of the chimney and the smoke is brought to you by Tony's Pot Shop. If you're in need of smoke, go and see Tony's. He'll take care of you with 15 legal locations all over. Don't grow your own. Go to Tony's. Don't grow your own. Go to Tony's Pot Shop. Anyway, there's the chimney. We're watching with bated breath. We are watching with bated. We'll have to see. I really hope that Pope Pizza gets it. Pizza Bala. Man. And it's just spelled just as it sounds. Pizza Bala, Pizza Bala. Go get a pizza bun from Kuipers. Get your pizza. Mr. Pizza Bala here. Congratulations. You need a pizza bun from Kuipers. Oh, man. I can't get into that store and not walk out with 2 every time. They know me now. Hey, you want your 2 pizza buns? Yes, I do, please. Cinnamon buns for Mom, even the ones covered in the cream cheese icing. Oh, so delicious. Maybe Mom wants some big tarts for Mother's Day. You're best to go and visit Kuiper's Family Bakery with Mom on your mind. And I know Mom probably bakes up a great selection of baked goods, but I'll tell you, Kuiper's Family Bakery has been doing it for generations. And it's Mom's time to kick back and relax. So bring her the baked goodies she didn't have to do any work for, but she will enjoy. And you can get those goodies at Kuiper's Family Bakery. They're over on First Street. Go shopping for Mom at Kuiper's, 1411 First, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. At Headley's Health Hut, they invite you to come shopping for Mom. And don't forget, tomorrow, Moms, when you show up at the store, you're going to get a carnation flower. As you walk around, you'll be holding your flower, looking at the greatest selection of herbs, vitamins, supplements in all of Manitoba. Their beautiful store over on Richmond Avenue, it's got something for Mom. In fact, if Mom enjoys wine that maybe doesn't have booze in it, on Friday, they will be giving away free samples. They call this demoing. They're going to have a demo day of award-winning non-alcoholic wine by Silver Swallow, as well as protein bars by Grenade. That sounds interesting. Grenade protein bars. Eat one, then duck. Duck, it's an explosive situation. Oh, my gosh. And again, all moms who shop with Headley's Health Hut on Friday get a carnation. Come and shop for Mom all the great goodies she would love at Headley's Health Hut, 1314 Richmond Avenue, formerly at the Shoppers Mall. They're just east of Murray GM. And speaking of Murray's, the official oil change of the Tyler Glen Show is Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. It's not fancy, but Mom needs to get the oil changed in that vehicle. So maybe just steal her vehicle and go get the oil changed. Would that be funny? She calls the cops. Someone stole my car. Sorry, Mom. I just took it for an oil change at Murray's. I thought I was going to be a good son. And of course, the nice thing is they make a donation to Helping Hands, Samaritan House, and the Bear Clan every time you go there. So the official oil change of the show is at Murray's, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Go pay him a visit and get your fluids all topped up and ready for summer. That wraps up hour 1 of the show, guys. We've got to move into hour 2, and that means we have to say farewell to our friends on the other platforms, including YouTube, X, and Facebook. Thank you for being here. We're moving the party exclusively over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. We'll see the rest of our social media followers tomorrow for a fantastic Friday. Thank you, X. You guys have a great day. Thank you, YouTube. We're moving the party over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. And finally, our Facebook friends. Thanks for being here. Again, an audio